like my live, comment when you come in, and subscribe. And today I just want to tell you to stop letting life pass you by. To put all your effort and focus on what you truly desire to make manifest in life. Stop focusing on things that don't matter. Stop focusing on things that no longer serve you. Stop focusing on things that doesn't improve your overall quality of life. Focus on yourself. You needed the heartbreak. You needed the letdown. You needed the pain. You needed all that. You needed to feel the betrayal. It only makes you a better version of yourself. Keep going. Keep striving for better. Keep working on yourself. Y'all, I'm just looking at my devotional right now. In life, you can't let anything stop you. Where you put your focus on, that's what will come about, right? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on something that's going to improve your quality of life, or are you focusing on something that's only setting you back more? It's time to work on yourself. It's time to be happy. It's time to feel fulfillment. It's time to have rapid increase. It's time for you to get in flow with what God has for you. It's time for you to stop allowing things to set you back so you can have to keep starting over. It's time for you to start again this time, and this time, get it right. Don't let the enemy rob you of God's promises. Don't let the enemy manipulate your mind into thinking that you're not worth what you are asking God for. Just keep going, and you will get whatever you're asking God for. Keep showing up for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You have to keep going. That's like something I feel like we all need to hear every day. Like, keep going, keep striving, keep pushing, stay motivated. And even when you're not motivated, you still have to keep working on yourself. Motivation doesn't last every day. Some days you're going to get up, you're not going to want to work on yourself. You're not going to want to read. You're not going to want to work on your business. You're not going to want to show up, but you have to show up. Do you know most of succeeding at whatever you're trying to succeed at is just showing up? Can you show up when you don't have an audience? Can you show up when your business is not getting sales? Can you show up when your life is literally at rock bottom? Can you still show up for yourself? Or do you have to see it in order to believe it? You have to believe it before you even see it. You have to believe it before it even makes manifest in your life. Whatever happened in your life, it was meant to happen. It's only making you a better, more powerful person. At this point, nobody can hurt you but you. You're not doing what you need to do. That's gonna hurt you. Nobody in this world should be able to hurt you anymore. You have been through enough life to be able to get through things. So it's time for you to start using that wisdom and getting over these things. Because you know, a lot of the things that we be upset about, they don't even be important. You have to focus your mind on what's important. Y'all ever heard of something called majors and minors? Stop majoring in minor things and stop minoring in major things. You have to realize what's important in life. Stop complaining. Stop telling people your problems. Talk to, like I keep telling y'all, talk to God about it, because it's like when you tell people like what you're going through, you just putting more fuel to the pot, putting more fuel to the fire. And you know, a lot of the times, like you would talk about something that you're going through that's like negative, and it might be a person that you don't talk too much, and they would just be so happy. Their face would just light up when they find out something is happening to you. Stop talking about it. You had enough time when you talked about it. Now, what are you gonna do moving forward? Like, what are you going to do? Life is about what we do after the hurt, after the betrayal, after the letdowns, after the setbacks. What do you do after the pain? What are you going to do? How are you going to show up for yourself? What did you learn from the setback? What are you going to do differently this time? Are you going to remove whatever hurt you? Are you going to remove that from your life? Or are you just going to keep it in your life? Just keep it on the back burner. Like, stop going back to what's hurting you. Stop going back to what's keeping you stuck. Stop going back to the foolishness. It's time for you to dedicate all your energy on yourself. It's time for you to finally start putting all that good energy you have on yourself. And this season, you're going to have to be really focused. God is about to bless you with a lot. But you have to have focus to be able to sustain all of these blessings. The topic for the night is basically focus. That's the topic for the month, the rest of this year. What are you focusing on? Where's your attention going? Where's your time going? You should be learning how to stop trading your time for money. Like, it's bigger fish to fry. Like, this year is all about growth, expansion, and just going up on the ladder. Leaving everything that doesn't serve you, leaving it behind like garbage. Truly leaving things behind that don't serve you, leave it like trash. It's time for you to start pouring into yourself every which way. Pouring into your mental, your physical, your emotional well-being. It's time for you to start pouring into yourself. It's time for you to start uplifting yourself. It's time for you to start waking up and pouring positivity into yourself each and every morning before you go to sleep. It's time for you to start visualizing yourself at the highest form you can see yourself. You need to visualize that before you go to sleep. It's time for you to start focusing on what you want out of life. Stop focusing on what happened to you. Okay, it happened, so what are you going to do now? I keep saying, like, you have to stop playing that victim role. Like, stop letting people walk all over you. If you are in a season in life and you just have people that are just mistreating you and doing you any type of way, what are you going to do to get out of that situation? Stop staying in places where you're not wanted. Stop staying in places where you're not celebrated. Stop staying in places where you're not welcome. You cannot thrive in an environment that's not conducive to what you're trying to do, that's not conducive to where you're trying to go. It's time for you to start getting a stability. That's another word for the night. Stability. You should be focusing on being stable in your mind first, your body, your health, your spirit, and your finances. Focus on bettering your overall well-being. You cannot afford to be in the same spot again next month. You can't afford to be in the same spot in another month. Like, next year you should be somewhere doing something totally different. You should have a totally different paradigm by next year. Your mindset should be totally different by next year. You should not be doing the same things in the same position next year. It's time for y'all need to get y'all a journal and write down, like, where you are right now and what do you have to do to go forward? What do you have to do to level up? You already got the answers. The answers are inside of you. Hey, stop paying these people for answers that you already know. Do you know you can literally ask yourself questions and you already know the answer to them? Like, why? Why pay somebody for information that you already know? You are powerful and you have everything that you need inside of you to win. You have everything inside of you to maximize your potential. You have everything inside of you to get to the next level. So why are you not doing it? What's holding you back? What are you focused on? Where is your focus? It's time for you to renew your mind. The key to life is your mind. When your mind is stable and clear, that's when you thrive. So what are you doing every day to change your mindset? What are you doing every day to change and shift your paradigm? What are you doing? What are you doing in your free time? Are you working on yourself or are you working for other people in your free time? Or are you being a consumer in your free time? What are you doing? Is your mindset a person that's not even trying to, a person that's have a heart of just growth, or are you just a person that just wants to just be on social media and just watch people and consume and just be a follower and a fan? What type of person are you? Or are you a person that's a leader? Are you a person that's literally focused on growth? Are you a person that spends all your free time on bettering yourself? Are you a person that spends any time you get on researching whatever you're doing, reading your Bible, talking to God, meditating, exercising? What are you doing with your free time? Stop working hard at the job. Stop work. You have to work harder on yourself than you work on anybody's job. So, whatever free time you have to dedicate that to becoming a better version of you. You have to dedicate that free time to expansion. And dedicate that free time to working on your ideas. I'm pretty sure you got a journal laying around and you just got ideas in it. Start working on your ideas. Start manifesting yourself. Start leveling up. You can start with small things. Start with your appearance. Yes. If you're a person that's working on success, you should have a journal with you and a pen with you at all times. Something to write on. Like, it's always something you need to write down that you need to remember. So, um, yes, y'all. I hope y'all had a beautiful Mother's Day and y'all enjoyed y'all Mother's Day with y'all mothers and stuff. And I'm gonna get off. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful, blessed night.